Okay, in this video we're going to look at starting to make your African mask, and we're going to look at some of the basic construction techniques that you can start using here. So what we've got here is we've got the shape of our mask cut out, and we've drawn from our design our features onto the card. So the next stage is looking at some of the techniques. So we could just cut out and place shapes on here, but that won't give us the 3D effect that we want to find. So here's some techniques that we can use. We're going to use masking tape, we're going to use newspaper to just build up a 3D shape. So the first thing we're going to do is just take some newspaper, and I'm just twisting it and wrapping masking tape around it. So we're just forming like a tube or a shape that we can that give us a round section. And then what we're going to do is just apply this. We could use the hot glue gun, or we're going over afterwards with paper and with tape. But just to hold it in position, to say, we can use the hot glue gun, but what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put it into position, form it round, and we can see with the tape that it forms a nice easy shape. It's easy to work with, and we're just going to hold it in place. As I say, I could use the hot glue gun, but and this will tear quite easily as well, so it's easy to work with. You could cut it with scissors, or you can cut it with a knife, and we're just going to off there a bit. The good thing about the masking tape is you can move it around until you're happy with the shape. So you can see there that we've got we've given ourselves a 3D shape which we can then put more layers over to build up with. So that's the first technique. The second technique, I've cut a piece of corrugated card here, and I've just cut through, if you can see there, cut through some of the layers to give ourselves a sort of hinge. And then again, I could use the hot glue gun, but I'm going to use masking tape. You can always use the masking tape to position it. The good thing about the masking tape is you can just reposition it as many times as you like, and you can always add the hot glue afterwards. So that's the second technique we're looking at, which is the using masking tape. Again, a few blobs of hot glue there once we've got it where we want it. So we've got two techniques there: the rolled paper, the card shapes either stuck on or preferably in 3-dimension, and we can see there that we're building up to a better level. Then last of all, I'm going to take another piece of newspaper, and this one I'm going to roll up a bit tighter. And we're going to use this. Now again, we could use just masking tape here and keep it as neat as possible. this up. And I'm going to do this quick. I might probably go back and add a bit more tape to this, or I might use the hot glue gun. But we can see that this has lifted this up, lifted that up. So quite quickly there, in a few minutes, I've added three-dimensional shape to my mask using a rolled paper technique, cut and folded card, or folded card and adding paper underneath. So these aren't all the techniques we can use, but they're some of them to add 3D effects to our mask.